I am sure that all of you have already heard the sentence, you are already a master manifester. Manifestation is not something that you learn. It's who you are. It's who you really are. It's effortless. It's easy. It's simple. And then you still don't understand, okay, fine. If it's that simple and we create everything that we want, and I did the techniques that the coaches are telling me, why the heck I'm getting opposite results, or I'm not getting still what I want? Like, what am I missing over here? Or why nothing is happening, is taking so much time? Exactly. What is the concept of time altogether? You are on the right video. Hello everybody, my name is Naya, and on this channel I talk everything about manifestation, esotericism, and so much more. On Patreon, we make extra weekly videos. We have a chat where we support one another. I answer your questions or other people answer and contribute to the chat. Subscribe, the link is down below. And also, if you want an app that does it all, including hypnosis, affirmations, meditation, podcast, life coaching, and so much more, you should check out Aura. It's my favorite app. You have my affiliate link down below. You get a free 40% discount if you go premium. And of course, you get a free trial. Now let's get started with today's video, shall we? By the way, there is a discount on all my coachings until the 3rd of December. So if you want coaching with me or a reading or a course, the link's down below. Now that that is out of the way, let's talk about today's video. So, bend time. It's time that you guys learn how to bend time at your will. Now, in order to understand the power of the subconscious mind, the power of will, why you are already a master manifestor, and why when you apply yourself and you put effort, you seem like you're not getting results, we need to discuss, let's start with this way. What is the definition of magic? And you might be like, how is that even related to manifestation? It is, because some people call it magic, some people call it quantum physics, some people call it manifestation, some people call it God, but nobody can deny that it's the same goddamn thing. So the definition of magic, so when you do a spell or a ritual and then something happens, is because you're trying to utilize your specific will to change circumstances outside of yourself and to have an effect outside of yourself. That is the same thing that you're doing with manifestation, okay? So your will is the power of your subconscious mind. Your will contains your intentions, your desires, and your focus, okay? Now, you are already doing this every single day, and you probably know it. But then why, when you apply yourself, you feel you have to put so much effort? The reason that is because you lack understanding of the concept of time. Now, I did this example in my webinar, The Formula, and in that webinar about the science of manifestation, the science behind manifestation. But you perceive time as something linear. Therefore, a past that you had according to your experience, a future that is going to happen, and the present moment, which is basically right now as you're watching this video. But in actuality, time, it's not that linear, and it flows pretty differently than what you would think. Now, everybody likes to talk about the fourth dimension, but what is the fourth dimension? The fourth dimension is, think about it in this way. If you would have to measure something like the lifespan of an object without considering, you would have to measure something, including the lifespan of an object. I'm asking you not to measure it with width, length, and height. How would you measure it? How would you measure the lifespan of that object if you cannot measure it with width, length, and time and height? You will measure it with time. So the fourth dimension is the dimension of time. It's not like a spirit, it's not the spirit world, it's nothing like that. It's the dimension of time. But in the fourth dimension, time exists simultaneously at the same time. Now think about your subconscious mind as your higher self, okay? So your higher self, your subconscious mind, which we know very little scientifically of, but spiritually we know that the power of the subconscious mind includes the ability ability to tap into the quantum field, to tap into the fourth dimension. So if the subconscious mind, through consciousness, through imagination, has the ability to tap into the fourth dimension, which again we already said is the dimension of time, where time is not linear, but everything is happening at the same time. And if we discuss about the quantum field, that is the field of infinite possibilities, your subconscious mind has access, your consciousness actually has access to those two things. You understand why your desire it is done, because not only it sees the infinite possibilities, but it does perceive that whatever this infinite possibilities of the quantum field is, it's happening in the now. It's not somewhere distant in the future. And that is, my friend, that understanding, that awareness, that is the trick. I know I might have puzzled you. Don't worry about it. I'm going to make other examples. But see, right now I am moving this channel towards just not repeating the same thing, or like you just have to affirm or another technique, because you have heard this stuff before and I made 500 videos or more about this stuff. But I am doing this video so you can finally have a shift in consciousness, because whenever you shift your consciousness, you have an aha moment. The mirror world has to reflect that to you, because everything is a mirror reflection of your consciousness. That is why these videos, in my opinion, are so important. So understand this: when you struggle with manifestation, is because you perceive your desire as something that has to happen in the future. It's happening outside of you. Your SP is outside of you. The money is outside of you. And especially it's happening in the future. And so by doing that subconsciously, you don't realize that you're coming from lack. Now, why techniques like affirmation work? Because they reiterate the fact through repetition, and repetition is key. Whether you visualize or affirm, it doesn't matter, but repetition is key. Even if you don't believe in whatever it is that you're affirming, the more you repeat it, the more your subconscious mind doesn't understand the difference to whether it's actually happening or not. But everything for the subconscious mind, like I said, fourth dimensional state, it's happening at the same time. It's happening now, in the future. And so you're already doing this, and that's why people tell you that you're a master manifester, when you have less importance over the certain things that you want. So when you want to manifest, let's say, a yellow car or something very trivial and stupid, and you have lower levels of importance, it manifests pretty easy and fast, doesn't it? Because you are lighthearted when you're doing this. You're not projecting this desire so vividly into the future, and you're just like doing it again with lower levels of importance. But for example, when you're manifesting your SP or money or things that you deem very important, then I can see this from the comment section and from my clients. You always project this into the future. Where is my SP? When are they gonna call me? Right now they're doing this, but I want them to do this. Or where is the money? When I'm gonna have the money, I'm gonna do this and that. And you fail to understand that the more you're gonna project into the future, and it's not about what type of affirmations you do, it's about the state of consciousness, because it's the state of consciousness that manifests. So for example, you could literally affirm, oh, I will have that $1 million, or I will have $1,000 a day. It's not because you affirm I will have it that you're projecting it into the future, but it's the state in which you're doing it. So how can I translate this? That's why manifestation is very difficult sometimes to teach, because it's all about states of consciousness. And a state of consciousness is literally a perspective within your mind. It's a shifting mindset. I cannot stress this enough, because I can give you my own personal example. I sometimes use the affirmations in the future, but I never do it thinking about the future. Like, if I say, I will have the house of my dreams, I don't know, something like that, I picture it and I have it in the moment. Because if I see it in my imagination, it's already happening in my subconscious mind. I automatically shift into that. If you're not able to do this, then you need to learn how to focus on that. I mean, if you could just simply repeat the affirmation and that would be enough, but try to get into this mindset. The more you put effort, the more you think that your manifestation is somewhere distant into the future, the more you're gonna end up struggling with manifestation, get opposite results, or sometimes spotty results, because again, your manifestation is not somewhere in the future, it's happening in the now. Think again about the concept of the fourth dimension. If we know that the fourth dimension scientifically exists and is the dimension of time where everything is overlapping, a past, present, and future are happening all the same time, then if we know that the quantum field is real, where all infinite possibilities are real, and your subconscious mind has access to that, you understand how your desire, it's not somewhere in the future, it is in the now. It is in the now. So you might struggle also with this because you might associate the concept of the now with saying, oh, but I want to be with my SP, but it is not in the now because I'm not experiencing it, and it's not enough to see it in my imagination. You might be wrong about that. It is enough to affirm for it and see in your imagination. But if you want to take it a step further, again, ask yourself this question. Why do you want to be with SP? Why do you want to be in love? Why? Because you are going to be happier when you're going to be with this person. Fair enough. Why? Why are you going to be happier? What feelings and sensations and thoughts it gives you to be in a relationship or have the money or whatever it is that you want? I don't know, Naya. It just makes me feel safe. It makes me feel loved. I want it because, and you feel in all the reason why. Okay. How can you bring those thoughts, either through repetition of affirmations or somewhere else, in the present moment? That's it. That's it. Believe it or not, if you're able to do that, you're going to manifest it, because it is all about the states of consciousness. Affirmations don't manifest. Affirmations, they make you sit in a state of consciousness, because again, you have to understand this concept of the fourth dimension. It's not happening somewhere in the future. It's happening now. And it doesn't matter how you achieve this state of consciousness. You want to achieve it with affirmations? Fair enough. That's good. You want to achieve it through millions of visualizations? Fair enough. You want to achieve it by changing your self-concept? Fair enough. By just simply being positive? Fair enough. You do you. It doesn't matter. There are no rules in which way you want to achieve the state of consciousness. But the state of consciousness is consistently always in the now. And it is when your mind drifts thinking about the past and thinking about the future that you doubt and waver. But if you constantly bring the focus into the now, either through the affirmations or through what we spoke before, then you're manifesting, my friend. And that's what you do subconsciously that you don't realize. When you're manifesting things that are not important to you, you always bring the focus into the present moment. That is the trick. That's how you will bend time. So things that would have took you years to manifest or to achieve will start happening extremely fast, because again, there is this concept of the fourth dimension. Everything is happening in a constant present moment. The more you stay in the present and the more you learn how to sustain focus in the present moment, which affirmations actually can help you do, okay? The more you sustain focus of what you want in the present moment without doubting about the future or reverting back to the past, is the moment where time for you won't exist, and you will bend time and things will flow to you and they will flow fast. But every single time you think about your manifestation as something outside of yourself, or worse, something out there in the future, or coming from, even worse, from the experiences of the past, you will not bend time, and time will move very slow for you. You, as divine beings, as souls having a human experience, you have the capacity to mold time, because you have access through the subconscious mind to the fourth dimensions and the quantum field, where everything is happening in the now. That's why somebody enlightened, we could say, as Eckhart Tolle, has wrote a book called The Power of the Now. That is why. And that's why Eckhart Tolle, for example, explains manifestations within 5 minutes. It is all, and it explains it exactly like Abdullah explained it to Neville Goddard. You want to be in Barbados? You are in Barbados now. And you need to sustain that in the now. Nothing is happening in the past. Nothing is happening in the future. Everything is happening now. If you understand this, if you deeply shift and I understand this, you will bend time. Time won't exist for you anymore. And I'm deadly serious about this. Okay? Thank you so much for watching. I hope this video made certain concept a little bit clearer. Let me know what other videos you want to watch on this channel. If you're new, subscribe and hit the rainbow button. And if you're new, you can participate to my giveaway to win coaching for me. I will leave the link down below to the video where I explain the rules of that giveaway. We are just hitting 100,000 subscribers, and so when I will do it, then you will win free coaching with me and a subscription to Aura. So if you want to know more, again, subscribe and follow through, and I'll see you also on Patreon. I love you guys, and I'll see you very soon.